Now, another major part of detoxification that causes a number of different issues within the body, going to the pineal gland, going through to the heart, your whole endocrine, your whole everything is in the mouth. The root of most health problems start in the mouth. They start with the drilling of the teeth. They start with the removing of the wisdom teeth. Oh, you should have your wisdom teeth out. Really? The only time you should have your wisdom teeth out is if you're going to die if you don't get them out. Otherwise, you don't ever let them be pulled out. You never allow a dentist to drill your teeth. If you have a cavity and you're older and you've gone through a place where your tooth has a cavity, there's no way out, have the little cavity scraped, with a nice sharp knife, not too much, blade or whatever they use, a little scraper. Maybe just a little bit of grinding, not much. And then just put the composite material in, which is called diamond light. Out of all the thousands of composite materials, they have progesterone and radioactive material and mercury and whatever else in the amalgams, plus all the white ones are all full of the wrong stuff, very toxic. One stands out of the crowd called diamond light, hypoallergenic, no problem at all, goes right in there, and it soaks into the capillaries of the tooth and just sits right in there like a good filling should. The moment you get your tooth drilled, you've destroyed your tooth. It's destroyed. You can't get it back. It's done. So they have a little cavity, they drill at the center of the tooth, knowing that this stimulates more work. Because you make a little swimming pool in your tooth, you just remove the foundation of the tooth. The foundation of the tooth is that beautiful place where they drill. And it's above the root, and it's inside the walls. And when you take that out, your tooth is done. They fill it. 5-10 years later, oh, my tooth broke. Wall fell off. Oh, the wall. Oh. Off to the dentist to get a crown. After that, when the crown fails, you lose the tooth. This causes nothing but trouble. The drilling is what causes root canals to come, because they've opened up to a sensitive area down in that pulpy area, and then infection can get in. Then it goes down the root a few years later. Oh, you need a root canal. Root canal is the last thing you'd ever do. You get the tooth pulled, just lose the tooth. It's too late. Or you use pulsating magnetic resonance to completely heal the tooth. That's another way to go. So dental. When people have their wisdom teeth pulled, do you know what happens? There's a periodontal, it's called a prophylactic material. It's a shock absorbing material. It's a thin membrane. And it goes between the wisdom tooth and the jaw because it's such intense pressure back here. And it's substantial enough that if you leave it in there, it's akin to leaving a placenta in the womb after a baby is born. It would rot and kill you. That will rot and kill you if you don't have a strong immune system. If you have a strong immune system, there's warfare for the rest of your life inside that cavitation. Because the socket where the tooth was, this material goes up inside, the gum heals over top of it, and you have anaerobic bacteria there. You will fight the rest of your life. And some people die soon from that. Other people die years later. Other people die decades. Some people fight it all the way, but it's an unnecessary battle. Cavitation, many people have been shown to have Swiss cheese bone up that high after 15, 20, 30 years of having their wisdom teeth removed when they were 20. You're 20 years old, get them out because it's going to make your teeth crooked. Well, it costs $2,000. Good money maker. You just took a part of your head out of your being and existence that you needed intrinsically, and it's connected intrinsically to other parts of your body. Every tooth is connected somewhere within your body. I had a dentist destroy all my teeth when I was in my teens. I lost everything when I was 21. I have 6 teeth of my own. Isn't that nice? So I've learned the lesson the hard way. Our children had their teeth drilled, every one of them, until we learned. And now I've learned. Now they'll never get their drilled again, except for the fact they have to get amalgam fillings out. Just go to Smoking Teeth Equals Poison on YouTube, and that tells the story on amalgams. If anybody can look at that and go, my amalgams are okay, it means they've gone insane. It's all part of insanity. So the amalgam fillings create a frequency. They create gas at body temperature. If a person drinks a cup of coffee at 110 degrees, they're smoking like a smokestack, affecting the mercury vapor hitting the brain, causing brain receptors to retract. All the frequencies that they cause from the saliva, little batteries, the parasites in the body love to feed off of those. Of course, we're not supposed to mention parasites, but we don't care. They exist, they're real. They thrive on that energy. And then your body can't absorb minerals, can't get rid of candida. Candida becomes a big problem in the lower intestine because of the mercury, and the mercury that begins depositing throughout the body. So not only do you have to detox, you have to know exactly what caused the problem. You have to know how to stop that from perpetuating, and you have to know how to clean it out and get your body fixed. So it starts in the mouth. Check your dental. Now, some people are so fortunate, they've never had a tooth drilled, they've never had their wisdom teeth out. Tremendously fortunate people. And if they can learn about that soon enough, they don't allow the dentist to destroy their lives.
Fascinating knowledge. For someone starting out their journey, this can be completely overwhelming. Oh my God, I'm so toxic. I'm angry. Anger, is this a huge part to play in detoxing? The toxins in our body are causing the anger, the frustration, the violence, the murders, the rapes, the
Definitely.
child abuse,
Yep.
the mental illness, all coming down to human beings after money, going money over health and wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, it's the root of so many problems. You know, I can testify to that totally. The toxins in my brain had to be washed out because what was coming to clear my life was pure, hot, 40,000 degree hot fires that was coming. And if I would have had to go through those fires with the toxins in my head, I wouldn't have made it. I would have made the wrong decisions. I would have destroyed people's lives for what was coming because I didn't know what was coming. But after I got cleaned out, then a whole lot of stuff had to be revealed. And when that got revealed, that was like getting hit by a freight train. And I would have never made it. And my friend told me, he said, the reason that you were able to make the right decisions is because for 2 solid years, those toxins were being cleaned out of your brain. And had they not been cleaned out, you would have made the wrong decision. So that was very, very interesting. So toxins are so many spin-off negative things going on in people's lives. They're not even themselves. You know, they say that your body, because of the toxins and the parasites that thrive on them, by the time you're 40 years old in a North American diet, you're more than 51% controlled by toxins that are parasite controlled. So the parasites are doing the talking. So when I look at people now and I hear them say certain things, I know it's not them. The parasites have taken over their body and running their life. 51% controlled by parasites by the time you're 40 years old on a North American diet. Oh, joy.
That's disgusting.
It is absolutely revolting, and there's an entire book written on it that's fascinating. The thing is, you know, it's got to be brought under control. It's got to be, you just simply got to swing the balances the other way. It is overwhelming only if a person does not sit long enough and absorb and listen. But I can tell you that since I got put on this path, I now am full-time for almost 2 years, going around and listening and meeting people that have all the pieces of the puzzle at the most definitive levels ever. And all that information, because each person that I've met is sort of in their domain and they can't move much out of it. They're doing their retreats, they're doing their lectures, they're running their businesses, whatever that they're doing, they are not able to get out and around, but I've been allowed to go out and visit and travel and go and listen and benefit. And see, the passion comes from the physical change that I have gone through, the emotional change, the mental change, the spiritual changes, because there is that super direct connection between spiritual and physical. But you talked about anger. So the body acts up. What do people do? They get angry with their body. Why am I like this? I have cancer. I have this. I have that. Well, actually, that's a lie, because the real you can never get cancer. A soul can't get cancer, what the doctors call cancer. Only the body can. And the body's our vessel that we're dwelling in, that we're supposed to take care of. And so the cancer that shows up says, hey, man, you're not taking care of me properly. You know, your mind is all messed up, and you keep putting this poison into this system, this universe, this amazing, beautiful universe of cells and energy and material and electricity and all of these things. And you keep contaminating this universe with all these toxins and poisons through the food and the water and the air, and it isn't working. And the mental toxicity, also the wrong thoughts. I hate myself. I'm mad at myself. I'm a jerk. I'm this, I'm that. Where on earth did those things come from? Parasites. I'm not a jerk. I can't get cancer because my soul just doesn't have that capability. My body is not me. If I get angry at my body goes, oh, you want to fight? Sure. Cool, I'm up for it. You want to get mad at me? I'll show you what anger is. You're going to feel pain. How's that? Do you like that?